Hey everyone, welcome to Turbocomply. This is Prem. Currently, we are going to see how are we going to do with the account setup for the firm. So you are the CA partner, you are the head of the firm. So currently, you have logged into this particular dashboard. Currently, what we are going to do, we are going to add our internal team, set up their roles, and then assign the clients to which they are going to work on. So first, let us go to settings. Here what we will find, we will find a tab called user management. Here we will find the list of all the teammates who are working in the firm. So if I have to add a new user, I have to click on the create user and then I will add the name and the email ID of that particular person. Here if we notice there is something called as role. So the role defines what position they are holding in the company and what access they should be given while working. So first let us go and define the role of the teammates. So I go to the roles tab. Okay. So currently there are two roles called as super admin and article. What this means, which means if we want to create a new role, say we are going to create a role called as manager. So this manager will have what access? This access will be defined by the CA head. So currently all the actions that can be done in Turbocomply, say creating a task, assigning a task, deleting a task, or adding a new client, uploading a document, downloading a document, everything will be access controlled and can be shared access to a particular person. So here what we are going to do, we are going to provide the list of access what the manager could do. So I am creating options like he can do all the actions in the task feature and then the documents feature and then the invoice feature. So currently we are quickly providing all the access what he can do in each feature. So for example, can the manager update an invoice? Say if an invoice has been created once, can he go and update anything like adding a new task to it or deleting a task from the existing invoice or creating a new invoice, downloading the invoice and uploading the invoice? All these things are the access what are provided. So with this we create a role called as manager. Now there are no users under the manager role, so we are going to add a new user. So let me take a new user in the name of Jitesh Sharma. So we have to enter an email ID which will be used while logging in by that particular user. So I'm using a temporary email ID. I'm taking it from the temporary email ID website so that we can see how the responses are received after a user is created in Turbocomply, and when a task is created and assigned to that particular user, how it happens. So we are going to test that flow also. So I'm assigning the role called as manager, and next comes the important part. When we create all the companies as the client base, we have to assign what are all the companies this particular user is going to work on. Assume that he is going to work on client A, B and C and not D and E. We can provide that option to only those three clients. So I am creating this particular user. So this is done. So the user is added. The user can log in with that particular email ID and they can come and reset the password. So now that particular user is added. Next step will be creating a task and assigning it to that particular user. So let us go to any one client. So let us choose the client, say client A, and we are going to create a task. So the task can be a very simple task. Say for example, let us make a payment or GST 3B filing, and this can be assigned to that particular user Jitesh Sharma, and the date of due will be like on 15th, or let us keep it the actual date of 20th. Priority will be high, and we can like enter any description, however this has to be done. So the task is created. Now let us see how the user will receive the email. So let us go and just check the inbox of that particular user's email ID. So like we were seeing, the task has been created and it has been assigned to that particular user. So the user will get an email from Turbocomply stating like the task has been created from Turbocomply by the CA and it has been assigned to that particular employee. So this is how he will receive. So this task GST 3B filing for that particular client has been created and assigned to Jitesh, and he can just click on this hyperlink which will open the task automatically, and then the due date of the task will be mentioned here. So by this will first send the task creation status update, and as the due date comes near, it will send a reminder. Even still, if the task is been incomplete by the particular person, it will still keep on sending the reminders until the task is completed. So this is how the adding the user and then setting up a role for him, assigning a particular client, and then finally assigning a task. This is how the flow works during this setup.